few hours to reconsider whether to declare China's coronavirus outbreak a global health emergency.
The world must prepare for a potential coronavirus pandemic.
10 million reported cases of coronavirus worldwide.
A global pandemic, changing life as we know it dramatically.
The spread of the virus has taken everyone in Europe by surprise.
36 countries.
Increasing rapidly.
Significant increase.
At a sharp rise.
The UK comes out worst on almost every measure.
How will the government respond now?
Our fight against it, protect our NHS.
Clubs all shut down.
To lose their jobs.
Laying off staff.
It's the largest recession on record.
That the pandemic has hit vulnerable groups and those living in deprived areas the hardest.
What sort of conditions are people living under?
Adults in the UK who are experiencing some level of depression has doubled since the start of the coronavirus pandemic.
Humanity has been tormented by COVID. This virus is a fact of our lives.
Now, we are all extremely worried, not just for ourselves, but for our loved ones as well. And this is compounded for anyone with mental health conditions. So how do we best cope with these feelings?
My name is Abz Griffin. I am a key worker. I work in domiciliary home care for vulnerable adults, which I've done for 7 years, and I'm also a support worker in a rehab clinic. So when news first broke out about COVID-19, my mind was racing with questions. What if I die? Who will look after my children? Do I still have to go to work? I don't have life insurance in place. I don't have a funeral plan in place. Is it selfish of me to want to quit my job and hide my family away when I'm in such a caring profession? My mind was a constant battle between fight or flight. I found myself suffering from panic attacks and anxiety quite early on. Looking back, I don't think it helped us as a family having BBC News constantly on the TV. It seemed that every other sentence was talking about the rise in death rates, which were constantly in the back of all of our minds.
So in this song I say, oh, real rap over WAP. Well, that was the message that I used to promote this song, and I want to see more women talk about real stuff and not just their bodies or money, because it's boring and also it's not a good impression for younger generation. I'm not saying that they can't do that, but there needs to be more of a gate open for women who don't want to do that, because I feel like there's not. Yeah, so this is Underrated, available on all platforms. Most underrated rapper on the fucking pavement. Excuse my displacement. I'm moving but patient, backstrap, right tracks, and then I'm caught your yard. I told Jay if he traps, he could get whacked with a charge. Frass with a tight guard, anxiety at night, but I write hard. No planet for this bright star, I just laugh. No planner, so just message me on the day. All manners, if it's love, I'm trying to pave the way. Back then we only cared about the trees and the weight. Nowadays we trying to eat on new degrees and new plates. Clean slates for the days I used to keep lookout while they rob bikes. And now it's BB cookouts, back then it was just fights. Never used to get a book out, and now I'm booked in. Inquiries from overseas rushing, no Putin. New grin fam, I feel like I'm in a new body. Working on myself has been a worthy little hobby. Catch up on the phone, got me sounding a little snobby. Before the self-development, I was another zombie. Pre-rolling suits in the lobby. Energy soppy, memory floppy. The evergreen poppies, sharing like commies. I've sold more than the man he been rapping since CD copies. Oh how shoddy, from the cradle to the grave, my mob looking like Mob Deep. No sheep or copies, real blood, real antibodies. We got W's and M's that you just don't embody. Sipping Earl Grey, listening to Earl Sweatshirt. Choked by priorities and tokes make my neck hurt. So used to being busy, like to name my downtime rest work. My G soaked in talent talent, just a gamer who is blessed first. We were cleaning up the streets, best believe we don't take that. Been at rock bottom and we've been worse. Greatness immersed, pagans desert. Long light reverb, phone on do not disturb. Bunning on some cheap herb. If you got it, you got it. Not one of them I can stop it. Fuck them, they part of the problem. Who tries to reap all the profit? Not one way to unlock it. They should have paid the deposit. Dropping bombs like their sonnets. I see above all these hobbits trying to be part of the product. Now it's already an item. Couldn't see it before. I guess they were all just frightened, but now the circle was tightened and so the focus is widened. Wanna be part of the wild little bitch, you just wildin'. Most underrated rapper on the fucking pavement. Excuse my displacement. I'm moving but patient. Moving but patient.
I found that my clients suffered massively. That feeling of being trapped inside with no family being able to visit, no laughter from the grandchildren, no age concern bus coming to pick them up and take them out, no hairdressers visiting. They were totally isolated, with the news showing the spread of the pandemic and the rising death rates occupying their mind. They would ask me questions that I just didn't have the answer to. When is it going to be over? How long will the shops be closed for? When can I see my family again? What if I catch the virus? All I could do was support them whilst they were under my care. I couldn't take away the isolation and the upset of them not being able to see their family, nor could I take away their fear of a virus that's impacting the whole world.
Yo! So real shit, take me in. It's pain. Straight from the heart. It's like, look, hey, boom, you see me, I stay in my lane, stay doing my thing, stay humble, stay focused, stay fucking grinding, pure shit up on my mind, but I keep smiling, I'm suicidal in my head, but I'm still surviving. Look, see, I'd be lying if I told you that I'm happy, but I gotta keep it in, cause you wouldn't understand me, and I would've been gone if it wasn't for the family. I ain't even tryna cap, this is just my reality, yo. Yeah, this is really what it is, bro. You say you got me, but you couldn't give a shit, bro. You say you love me, but I don't think you did, though. I'm hearing bag of lies, so I bet you couldn't shit, bro. I'm sorry you can never feel my life. You probably think I'm trying what, or I'm broke inside, and I appreciate the love. Of course I'm sticking to my grind, but I gotta let this out, cause I can't sleep at night, no. Yo, yeah, I'm forever away, bro. When I'm up at 4 AM, I swear it feels like 8. Lord, give me a break, or give me some sort of sign. Cause I swear to you, I feel like my life ain't mine. It's bag of demons in my head, and it's speaking all the time, but I've never done wrong. I'm just really trying to shine, I'm just really trying to blow, just really trying to make it. If I ever show you look at real shit, I don't fake it, don't fake it. Bro, this is really the guess, so I focus on myself, cause I'm trying to be best. But this shit is real hard when you're feeling my depressed. I wasn't trying to give my heart, but straight down my chest, so it's stressed. And now my shit so broke, and I highly doubt you can feel these holes. It takes a strong heart to heal a real broke soul. So forgive me for my ways, it's beyond my control. See, I've been tripping, reminiscing, but I'm still here. But then again, I'm in my thoughts, cause do you even care? Dead or alive, this fate looks still gonna be everywhere. So every day I close my eyes to say another prayer. I ask God for a change, cause I'm feeling bare. Someone to look, someone to hold, I just need someone there. But soon enough I'm gonna lose it, I don't even care. I can't lie, I'm sick to death of fucking shedding tears.
Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward.
Every single one of my clients' mental health was impacted massively, and I feel that has been overlooked immensely, people's mental health. Yes, it's important for certain measures to be put into place, and yes, by all means, stay safe, stay as safe as possible, but don't let mental health be overlooked in the process.
How has COVID-19 affected me over this period of time? It's allowed me to be very creative. I'm not working at the moment. I recently just lost my job due to lockdown. So although that's been really negative and a bit of a struggle, it's allowed me to catapult myself into my creativity and allowed me to be more creative than ever recently. So things are going really well. My experiences with male mental health, anybody who listens to my music knows that that's all I'm really about, empowering and freeing others because of my own experiences of blunt trauma that I went through. Without this music, I don't know where I would be at the end of the day. So, this music's helped me to get through a lot of depression and anxiety. And I recommend to anybody, any males going through the same thing, to pick up any sort of creative skill to get through that.
I continued to work. My workplace supplied us all with gloves, aprons, shoe covers, arm sleeves, face guards and masks. Because at first masks were in such a short supply, we were only given 2. Now, if I'm going to 7 or 8 clients a day, I need to be changing my mask for every client I visit. So I had to buy my own from Amazon to make sure that I was protected and my clients were protected. After work, I had a strict routine of taking everything off straight into the washing machine on a hot wash and then jumping straight into the bath. My partner was furloughed and my children's schools were closed. So to me, I was the only real risk to our family, being around clients probably 6 days a week. And my heart broke every day for my clients that had dementia, who would ask me over and over if their family was coming today or if they'd done something wrong. I had to remain positive for their sake, I think probably more than my own. I don't think there was a day that went by for about a month that I didn't sit in my car and cry after leaving a client's home. I'd lock their front door, I'd put the key back in the key safe and they'd watch me walk away until the following day, knowing that they weren't going to be taken out anywhere and nobody was going to be able to visit them.
Everyone that happens to be going through some stuff, better days are coming. I promise you, everything will be okay. Just be patient, all in God's timing. Do you understand me? Just continue to battle, continue to fight. God gives his hardest battles to the strongest soldiers, and he will never give you anything you can't handle.
Put your hand up there. Put your hand up there.
Oh my God, the horse is bolted. The officer knocked herself off her horse. It bolted into the crowd and trampled a protester. Both are now receiving medical care.
As outrage spreads over the killing of George Floyd in the U.S., protesters have taken to the streets around the world. Thousands of demonstrators gathered in London to protest against racism and discrimination, despite calls from politicians not to defy the lockdown there because of the COVID-19 pandemic.
1,000 white eyes with pupils so pale, wishing back to a time when my flesh was for sale. Yes, white man, I see you look me up and down, trading police lineups downtown for a market sale to invert your frown, eternally picking cotton as your Jim Crow clown. Maybe it's time we flip history upside down, like noughts and crosses. What if the black man was on top? Take a contemplative moment with me and let's stop and rewind all Western mistakes and crop out of the picture the pain the white man has wrought. This is a history class to unravel Western weave mystery, flat back to a century of the empire of Mali, the leader, richest man in human history, as you learn of the true human tale, not these lies, about the white man leading advances of all kinds. Mansa Musa gifted Egypt with a philanthropic prize, handed out so much gold, the price took a decade to stabilize. So you can understand my Western directive wrath, as without the white man interfering, Wakanda wouldn't be far off. So let's flip the narrative so the truth is on top. Black. The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. We invented 90% of the stuff you use, from architecture to agriculture, foundations to roof. Then y'all took credit like a ghostwriter's muse. You molding the world, your own history spoof, but the accredited ownership conveniently you lose. So get off your high horse and come walk in my shoes. Alright, this is I hear thousands of white people screaming for Loyal Kana at Latitude Festival 2019. He's singing Ain't Nothing Changed and Ain't He Right. A year from when I was inspired at the same festival by thousands of eyes baffled by my existence. He's right. Ain't nothing changed. Our revolutionary ancestors turn in their graves as their legacy is undermined by a system bent on repeating itself. The same eyes that stare at me judging are fixed on stage hungrily for a man the same as me. The same voices who call for me to be degraded and searched scream his praises. The same bodies that surround and bound me with no convictions raise their hands with conviction to praise him. He's just as black and just as white as me, but you celebrate him and ostracize me. Maybe it's easier to accept because he can't be reached. Easier to accept someone separated by guards and barriers and sleeping next door to you. There are no barriers between my apparent offensive nature and a boy who just wants to be black and beautiful. Is that too much to ask? To not just be allowed to exist, but to celebrate my excitement at finally realizing who I am. I am the bridge between worlds. I am the indisputable evidence of racism's idiocy. I am the descendants of scholars and explorers, innovators and inventors, warriors and visionaries. Royal blood flows through my veins. I am a lion who will not be held captive by your prejudice. Whether your chains are forged of iron or ideals, they will not hold me.
COVID-19 changed you as a
Do you think COVID-19 you as a creative artist?
Yeah, 100%. There was a time in lockdown where it was really difficult for me to create music, but yeah, man, I'm just glad I'm able to produce the content that I'm able to now, because it's way better than what I was producing before lockdown, if I do say so myself. So yeah, man, just looking forward for the next couple of years, how my music career is going to progress. Yeah, look. Alright, can we take a trip down memory lane for our mental health? Man, the past few months have been insane. Lockdown on our brain, trying to contemplate when we'll be allowed back outside. Man, I wonder what all boys say. Look, I spit the truth, I don't exaggerate. Blatant that they hate, they don't want to see me profit, mate. Look, and take me in, you should appreciate. I've been getting paid, they can't relate because they see it the same. Look, lies from had to stay. My shows messed them a lot, but what can I do or say? A thing that's gonna make lockdown change. So it's back to the graph, put pen to the page. The fans love what I say, love the bars I spray in my flow. Identical to the river Thames. My friends now got their back till this madness ends. Now scrap that. No, I got love for my friends, and I ain't got no friends. I got family ties. The time for you to rise is no better than now. Life with truth, mental health, and I shut it down.
Look, it's 2020, I'm still suffering from pain. And if I'm being honest, I can tell I ain't the same. Been through that heartache, not about a girl though. I ain't got no time to waste, I've got all this cash to make. Look, I tell myself that every day, giving thanks to God, then I'm grinding on them rainy days. Looking in my mother's eyes, will I make it home today? I pray that all these angels come and guide my way. Look, and I am mentally depressed. Look, but trust me, I've been through depression. Hiding all this pain has been my #1 profession. So I'm writing all this music just to cut the slice of tension. Never got a mention, never got a follow back. Now they see the progress and I'm blowing, now they follow back. Do you get? I hope you man are listening, yeah? Let me tell you a little story. Listen. Let me tell you all a story. I saw slips on their wrists, my eyes are fully bugging. I'm thinking, is this legit? I'm thinking, what did I do to make you want to do this? But I don't know, I've got this pain up in my heart. They never really told me they were imping from the start. When I was out there trying to stack bands and live large, they were trying to use some bands just to cover up their scars. I ain't gonna cap, they were really close to me. Man, it affected me mentally and socially. I got some demons in my head when I just go to sleep. I'm trying to help all of my G's, but who is helping me? Who is helping me? Nah, who's helping gang? Who's the people that are helping all my guys in the flats? Ever since lockdown, I'm trying to raise the whole tax. Imagine all of the people that never gathered the cash. Look, the virus was all part of the plan. How could it go worldwide from a singular bat? They could have shut down airports way sooner than that. Instead they let it go and thrive. I hope you're hearing my rap, hope you're hearing my words. This is real to the dome. George Floyd got killed just for driving alone. He got a knee pressed down on the back of his throat, and they still released the feds with bail and parole. Look, you see me, I don't understand. They're trying to get us all killed, I don't understand. You claim you know my pain, you don't understand. I'm black, hope you understand. Look, the world is fully up in flames. The media is telling you that everything's okay, but when you take the vaccine, I'm telling you it's peak. Man, I wouldn't be surprised to see World War III. This life has been a test and I just pray that I'll pass. I got through being all depressed, man, I just made me a star. I ain't focused on the stuff in my past. Look, I'm humble and I'm gifted, I'm just focused on graphs. Look, last message is for all the boys and girls and everyone that's suffering from bad mental health. You ain't alone, just pick up your phone, dial 0800 and leave your message at the tone. You get? It's Kaizo, man, the one and only, trust me.
Oh, it's saying I've got full internet. I don't know why it keeps doing it, so I apologize again. But no, what I was saying is just like you're amazing, and that you're 17, it's just starting for you. Like,
yeah.
So you've got a lot of time to just keep at it, and if you work hard, music is a hard industry. But I think that you lot have already got it. Anyone that's you lot LinkedIn, the whole Show Nations, you lot have got it, man. And you know, it was that, you know, you said the bands to cover up scars, yeah? I can remember being in year 9 and my friend hurt herself. And I never kind of understood, like, why does she cover her wrists up? Like, and that just got me, took me somewhere else. You know what I mean? That just took me like to a memory from years and years ago. What made you write that?
So it was a situation where I had a few people that were close to me, and it's a case of I didn't know they were hurting as much as they were, and I'll just see like weird things around their wrist and everything, but I wouldn't really think too much of it. Do you get? Until it got to the point where
Yeah.
They forgot to pull it on. I've then seen it, and I'm there like raw. Like, do you get that?
Yeah.
And from there, it just is a case of it just affected me in the sense of everyone's going through different things, and more time people are just scared to open up.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's just it's upsetting. It's upsetting, man.
Because poets, artists, and songwriters from Algeria all have the same kind of theme. Based on grief, sorrow, torture, politics.
Please. £10 for a can. Yeah, man.
I'm staring out the window, just watching as the wind waltzes with abandoned pieces of paper. I switch my gaze to the skies, and as the angle of my eyes rise, I remember that with my busy life, I hardly ever look outside. The confines of home give me comfort to a certain degree, but I'd rather be amongst the trees. It's been months since I've seen the few individuals that connect with the real me. So I try to write away the pain, but it's not quite the same. How do I reignite the flame of creativity and reclaim my liberty? I need to know. So I sit quietly and contemplate, acquiring a quantum state of mind, body and soul. And now I'm waiting for the answers to dance into my mind's eye. I'm waiting for the inspiration to return to my pen. I'm waiting to be free so I can just be. I'm waiting.
Colors and promises. How to be brave? How can I love when I'm afraid to fall? Watching you stand alone, all of my doubt suddenly goes away somehow. One step closer. I have died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I love you for 1,000 more. Time stands still. Beauty knows she is. I will be brave. I will not let anything take away. We're standing in front
Lady, that was a ladybug.